Hello, everyone, and welcome. This is Judah Bernard once again here with Akinyi Ragwar, and we're going to be talking about self-love. Self-love in the pandemic. I am Judah Bernard with the Rise to Radio Voice podcast, and I am the wisdom dialoguer and also the motivational warrior. And I have a special guest who is a fashion blogger and a fashion stylist, which is Akinyi Ragwar. So I'm going to introduce to some and present to others is Akinyi Ragwar. She's going to tell us a little bit about herself, but understand I want to introduce my shirt that I have on. And it actually states, if people can see it, cool. How you love yourself is how you teach others to love you. So I thought this was so specific to the topic today. So we want you to come on in, ask questions, and also be able to just invite other people to learn how to practice self-love. So thank you, Akinyi, just having to come on and give us your perspective and your opinion on self-love. Now go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Akinyi Ragwar. I am a fashion blogger, stylist, trying to be a business owner. And right now I am just trying to survive through this pandemic. So we're talking about self-love, and it's my interpretation. So self-love to me is one, you have to love yourself more than you love someone else, because how can someone love you if you don't love yourself? And I feel like you shouldn't chase after friends. Like sometimes I will chase after friends, I'll chase after men. And sometimes you can't do that. You have to, I go to God to ask, hey, is this the right person for my life? If not, he will reveal to me, like, if this person is for me. Like, I met JB through a fashion group, and he always has been influential in sending me encouraging quotes, encouraging me throughout the day. And I just love the fact that he has this podcast that he is developing and growing. And that's those kind of people that you want in your life to surround you with, whether it is male or female, it doesn't matter. You need someone in your life that can encourage you, who will lift you up, who will be your fan.
Yes.
You know? Go ahead.
And if I could just speak, I want to honor you, Akinyi Ragwar, because like she said, we did meet up at a fashion meetup. And, you know, I am a creative director, so I can't put labels on everything I do, but I do a lot of things. But in my creative director, there have been some dark places that I've gone. And I think Akinyi really don't know at that particular time when I came to that fashion meetup, I was at a very dark place. Yeah. And one thing that she told me, and as I was in my dark place, and I was still at my dark place even at the fashion meeting, is because I wasn't on social media at all. And I told them I didn't want to get on social media because I thought social media was just an avenue where people were just a lot of negative and they just throw a lot of negative things. And one thing is that she told me, and I keep this so deep in my heart, with her not even knowing me, but me introducing myself, you know, she said, you have a lot of confidence. And in that, I exhumed that to her, but she really didn't know where I was at the particular time. But before we left, she spoke into my life, and the things she spoke, she said, I don't care. Everyone needs to get to know JB. And I was looking like, what? She was like, everyone needs to get to know JB. And I didn't take that to heart, but I took it in my mind and I did this. I said, well, where am I hiding?
Yeah,
why am I really hiding? And I said that one thing, and she didn't say anything else after that. And after that, our relationship and our friendship built from that. Not that we see each other every day, not that we even talk every day. But as you hear, I send a motivational, and the thing is, it was no intent. And sometimes people take the wrong avenue or have the wrong desire after you give them this appreciation and love.
Yeah.
There was nothing left after that but our friendship. She
Yeah.
didn't say, oh, well, I want to date JB afterwards. No, we have to come with the right intent. And when you have the same genuineness, there is no intent. The intent was that it was friendship, and that's where we took it. The thing is, you have to understand there are boundaries we set to
Yeah.
say we're friends.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Isn't she a lovely lady? She dressed nice and all that. But my intent wasn't going to go and say, oh, let me get with her. My intent was, let me give her genuineness as far as she's going to give me her genuineness back. So I understand that in self-love, we got to be responsible in our mind to know that who's your friend and who's going to be your next lover. Sometimes you have to know in it that, yes, you're going to have feelings, but understand, moderate those feelings and what those feelings should be. Friendship. Everybody ain't going to love you the way you love them. Everybody's not going to be friends with you the way you want to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Search out for yourself. That's what it is as far as defining self-love. Because very well, had we both were attracted to each other, guess what we would have done? The attraction would align in the attraction field. But most people don't do that. Some people go in with the intent, oh, that's going to be my husband. Or some people go with the intent, that's going to be my wife. That was never that issue with us. She spoke into my life, and I gave the same back to her. And that's defining self-love, because we loved in ourselves and knew where we were going. Just like she has blogs and fashion and all that and stuff, I do too. And that's the connection. That's the bond. So know your boundaries in your bond too as well. So go ahead with the rest of them. I love this.
Yeah. So as he was saying, you need to speak positive affirmations for yourself.
Yes.
So every day you need to lift yourself up. Speak good things about yourself. It will help you throughout your day. Like for me, I'll go and in my car before I do anything, or even when I'm waking up, I pray and ask God to help me and direct my steps.
Yes.
And I ask God to help me with things that I need help with, like especially my blog, especially my business, because we cannot do these things on our own.
At all.
And when you speak these positive things, like even I was looking for a job for so long and I was crying. I was crying to the Lord. I was like, what is going on? How come I can't get a really good job? And it happened when I least expected it. And that's why you have to continue to speak positive affirmations, because you may not be able to see it. Whatever you believe in, you may not be able to see it, but it will come to fruition, you know?
Yes.
So I try to always have positive words for myself and for people around me. And what do you have to say?
And that's the thing is, understand positivity does not last always. And if you can agree, Akin, is that sometimes there are some low days that you're low.
Yes.
But what are you going to do when you're low? You might not feel positive every day because everything is crashing down on you. And what I try to do is say that even in self-love, if you're at 0% at that particular time, at least go to 5%. I know some of my go-tos is, you know, just taking a walk just to release whatever that is from me.
Yeah.
That's the positive energy that you can do. Call a friend. Don't vent to the friend, but actually call someone that can provide you just some positive energy. It's no point in you calling another negative person that's going to say, girl, what you should have did was do this and do that and do that. No, cut that person out of your life, because guess what? They're adding on to your negative energy.
I know.
Cut them out.
Or you just want someone to laugh with.
Exactly.
Yeah, you just need a good laugh. Like the other day, my friend, I was looking for her. I was wondering what happened to her because she went to another agency.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was on my mind, but I didn't, when someone's on your mind, you need to go and contact them, because it's kind of like God's telling you, hey, contact this person. And they're probably thinking about you too.
Right.
So she FaceTimed me and I was like, oh, she's FaceTiming me. Oh, that's so cool. So I FaceTimed her back and she was like, yeah, I was wondering where you were too.
I love it. I love it.
So we had a good laugh and she made me laugh. She just gave me some energy that I needed, because sometimes you need that energy to, get back up. And I just need to continue to, when someone's on my mind, I need to like reach out to them. Sometimes I won't do it, but I need to be mindful of that.
Right.
Yeah.
And being mindful of that, that gives a great segue in practicing mindfulness. I'm going to be truthful with you. I don't think that everybody is really mindful, and that's just my personal opinion, because I can be very mindful and text people and just bring motivation, but I understand everybody is not where I am right now in my walk, in my journey with God, and I do understand it's a process. But then again, it still speaks mindfulness, and like you spoken about, and it manifested that number one is that friend of yours was on your mind.
She was on
and
mind.
Then you FaceTime her. She wasn't available during that time, but she FaceTimed you back.
Yeah.
She became mindful and FaceTime you back, and which energized your positivity that actually fed into both of you guys' spirits, which increased the positivity level that both of you guys were energized to call each other. Yeah. And guess what? That energy exhumed throughout that day, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah. That was
but people don't understand that. But I know what? They love drama, so guess what they'll do? Girl, let me tell you what happened. Then, Nobody wants to hear that. I know I don't. So I'm going to send a shout out and do a declaration and decree. Any of my friends on here, you keep calling me about that stuff. Guess what? You're going to get the block button.
Oh my God.
2021, I'm not taking that in 2021. I'm just not.
So how do you deal with negative people?
I don't. Let me tell you what I do. My friends call me, because some of them do call me and say, well, da. And guess what I said? You know you have control on what you do with them. Think about it. Accept your responsibility. That's all I'm saying. You're going to keep going through that, and you're going to keep trying to channel that through my ear. I'm not taking that in 2021. I'm just not.
I feel you. Can't with you. He's like,
call it mean. I call it practicing self-love for myself. I can't take you in 2021 if you're not doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm growing. You're staying stagnant. I can't do that.
Yeah, I feel you, because when you're not mindful, sometimes you can be selfish.
Yes.
People are in themselves, and so they're not thinking about other people. And I've been around people who I'm just like, how am I friends with them? Because they're not aware of like how they act.
At all. But guess what? If you give them the attention in their drama, they're going to keep calling you. But if you call out, look, you know what? Did you hear what you just told me?
Yeah.
Did you hear what you just told me? And that's why I tell them, did you just hear what you told me? Repeat what you told me so you can hear it for yourself. Because some people just like to talk. That's why one of my podcast titles is Idle Your Tongue. Learn to listen more and talk less.
I know. Some people, they'll just talk. And I'm like, I don't understand how, when you're friends with someone, you need to be aware of how you're coming across, because
Yes.
sometimes people are not aware. I try to be mindful and not come across like a jerk. Like, honestly.
And let's define what a jerk is, because that's still one's perception. If I'm being your true friend
Yeah.
and your real friend,
Yeah.
my thing is to provide you with support and guidance. And most of my friends, if I can say, are somewhere 50 and older.
Okay.
So my thing is, you're 50. You don't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Why are you allowing people to do this to you? I know when I turn 50, I'm gonna be like, I don't care anymore. I'm 50. I'm sorry. I'm just not there anymore. Are we going to grow in our friendship? And growing is that you learn to listen to me because I'm providing you with the support and guidance. But if you keep complaining, and you're doing absolutely nothing about it, I can't help you. I'm sorry.
I might have to agree with you.
So,
because you're probably at a different stage, and so they're not there, so they don't understand.
I do understand that, but guess what? That's why you need to listen to my podcast so you can get where I am. I'm giving you free information for you to listen to my podcast. And if you're my friend, you should have been listening to them already, all 10 of them. So you're not even supporting me, but you want to call me so I can support you in me listening.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. You're rising. You are rising.
Yes, to the top. I'm like a phoenix. You see the fire and the burning and all that stuff.
I love
So
it.
what are some of the things you do in practicing self-love?
So I've been trying to exercise more.
Yes.
And I know it's a hard task. And to eat better, because I mean, once you get older, you need to like start loving your body. And
oh, yeah.
I love to eat fried foods and, you know, fried chicken.
Yes, Lord.
Mac and cheese. I made mac and cheese the other day, though.
It smells delicious.
Mac and cheese, but sometimes you have to be aware. You can't eat those things every day.
Yes.
Like, honestly.
Yes.
So it's about being cautious of what you're eating.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe you want to indulge in once in a while, but not like every day. So try to love your body and what is coming into your body, you know?
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm actually having a vegan chef on, which is called the 40-Year-Old Vegan. Oh, so wow. There, she's cooking healthy meal, and I had one on this morning. Oh, if anybody want to go to the Facebook Live on my Facebook page and actually look at Chef Timothy Banks too as well. He did a cooking thing too as well, and it's called Feed Yourself Well. So I'm having cooking episodes too as well, so I can just put out information and cooking more healthy and things like that. And like you said, we have to actually start looking at what we're putting into our bodies. Yeah. That's a part of self-love. The physical, the mental, the spiritual. That's 3. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You should look at it like that. One thing that I changed was healthy eating. I'm a vegan now, been for quite some time. But my thing is, indulging is just exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So but we must understand and still talk to our physician or our doctors to figure out what is best for our bodies too as well.
Yeah. So when you transitioned and being a vegan, was it hard or it was easy for you?
And can I be honest?
Yeah.
I think it was easy for me. And let me tell you the reason why it was easy for me. And shout out to my dad, because he turned older before I turned this age. So I saw, and Dad, if I can use you for an example, if you don't mind, I saw my dad when he turned 40, he got a little rounder. So in my younger age, I started analyzing my parents of what I didn't want to look like when I turned older.
Yeah.
So I started thinking like, look, I better start preparing that that's going to be me when I turn that age. So I had to do something to strengthen myself because my DNA particles are still the same as theirs. So I had to look at, no, I don't want to be. So I started looking at, oh my God, we're from Mississippi. We're Southern people. We're going to eat the fat back, the pork rinds, the macaroni and cheese, the greens, the chicken and fried foods. I said, no, I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I started internalizing it in my mind like, no, that's not what I want to be. So I said, look, what's going to be my regimen even before I turn 40? And what I was going to look back and doing is doing the necessary things for me to get healthier before time.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And I started doing mission statements. I started doing the necessary things to gather me toward the healthy living, the mental, the spiritual, and everything. And that's what brought me here right now, where I am right now.
Oh, wow. That's so inspiring.
Yeah, so it's about doing an assessment. If you know what your parents looked like beforehand, just look, just stop right there and be like, assess them. I started drawing diagrams of what I didn't want to do or what, I started pinpointing things. That's just me as an organizer and a creative director. I creative directed my life and where I am right now. And if you guys want to see me, I'll do a small stand up with what I look like right now.
Yeah.
This is me. This is me in the flesh. I mean, no, I don't have any like major health problems or anything. The doctor, my physician told me I am like what she called me, a black stallion. And I was looking like, well, thank you. And you got to see your physician and get checkups and things like too as well regularly. So you'll know ain't nothing going on with you. So
yeah.
That's me.
That's you. So you always need to increase your uniqueness.
Say it again.
I said, for self-love, you should increase your uniqueness. You're not like everyone else. We're all different. Like, I'm different from you, but we have some similarities that bring us together.
Yes.
But you have to be aware that, okay, you're not like everyone else. So you don't need to be like, oh, if this person is not like me, I can't be around them.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. So you should be able to be around people, but embrace that other people are different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So just being aware, mindful, aware, and knowing that, okay, yes, this is me. I'm not going to change. This is who I am. This is how God made me. And to be okay with that.
But Akinyi, I have to ask you a question too as well. Being that we're all young people, that social media sometimes drives that too as well, because some people look at it as looking, oh my gosh, they did it. Well, how can I do it? And I want people to understand that I didn't just arrive where I am right now just I don't look at social media like that or try to honor people that may be vegans or anything like that. Yeah. I had to start a program for myself.
Right.
I have to do something for myself first. I can't look up to anybody but God, because God is the purpose and the driven will of where I am right now. And I have to keep my temple holy for him, and also to a process in where he can use me. Yeah. So I don't, drink and do other things too as well, because that does something in general to your body. So the thing is, you still have to understand where you are in your process.
Right.
And what you're planning on doing in your process and what things you plan on changing. But the thing is, you want to continue to rotate and change, because guess what? When I turn 60, it might be something totally different. When I turn different ages, it's something totally different. So still assess yourself every year to see where you are, and stop watching social media and reality TV shows and try to be like them.
I do watch that. But I try not to let it consume me because I know it's not real. I mean,
Yeah.
it's real to them, but it's not real to me. You
But
know?
then again, you have to understand when it mess with the psyche, it mess with the psyche. And you looking like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm looking like, That's why my TV is on like 0. I don't even have cable.
You don't have cable?
No, because why? Why?
So you do not watch TV?
No, why? Why should I?
But do you watch the news?
No, why should I?
Oh, dang.
What are they feeding in your head? Be honest.
Yeah, I know, but you should just, you know what's going on.
Akinyi, I am the news. So why should I watch it? I'm giving them news right now. Things people should be doing.
Okay, yeah.
Those other people just feed you negative always. Negative. Everything is negative.
So you just literally stop watching the news?
Yes. Why should I? Give me a reason.
Give me a reason? I don't know, just to know what's going on in the world.
I know what's going on in the world. I can look outside right now and see that there's buildings being built and all that. So that's the natural field. What else I need to know?
You need to know what's going on. Like, you need to know what's going on. Something
like what?
I don't know, like.
Exactly. The thing is, if we continue to watch the news, we continue to feed ourselves with negative. The thing is, we still have to understand when all of that was produced and how journalism is done, you got to understand their whole perception is feeding that into you and giving it to a point of driving you to pull you in. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay. I watch the news.
And that's okay.
Yeah, I do.
That's okay. But the thing is, how do you feel after you watch the news?
I mean, sometimes I get annoyed, but
and you get emotional?
Yeah, I do.
Exactly.
But
guess why I don't watch the news? Because I don't want to have those reactions.
Yeah, but I don't watch it every day, but I do.
And I'm not saying every day, but when you watch it,
yeah,
it drives your emotion, and it drives your emotion sometimes throughout the day.
Yeah, it does.
So let's talk about self-love. So let me tell you some other things I like to do.
Okay, so the last thing is to not change yourself, because I know in my industry or in the fashion industry or entertainment industry, it's a struggle because people always want to change themselves in order to fit in. And I know that was hard for me. And you need to connect with people who are similar to you, but don't change yourself just because you want popularity or you like you. I know I had a struggle with that because people started seeing that my numbers were increasing and they wanted to be friends with me. And I was like, why do they want to be friends with me? You know, I'm just a regular person, you know?
Right.
I'm just doing what I love. I'm doing fashion and I am doing it and I'm trying to be organized. I'm trying to think of new ideas of how to engage with my followers, how to talk to my followers, how to still be in contact and be friends with them. So I didn't understand why, you know, they wanted to be friends with me. And, you know, some people, they like to use you to get to where they need to go.
Right.
So sometimes you need to not try to fit in so people will like you. Just be yourself, because that's all you can do.
And that drives a great segue to my episode 1, and that was defining you. And most people, I find out, well, we going back to social media, they watch different celebrities and things like that and try to mirror them.
Yeah.
And the one thing is, I know of celebrities and celebrities know of me, but you would never hear me drop names of celebrities that I know. because
Nope, you
it's
don't.
not that relative. It's not relevant to me. It's not relevant at all. Because guess what? At the end of the day, we're all celebrities.
I know that's right.
We all are.
Yeah, and
We're all human people.
exactly.
Let's remember that just because we got this big intent. Oh my gosh, somebody got 34,000 followers. Somebody got 1 million followers. Well, half of those followers are bots, where people make up small little bots, and some people pay for them. I'm already gonna put it out on in the air that some people pay for them, and those bots look at different things. And like that person can own all of those bots that could have been about 1,000 or 2,400, and then you pay them $15. No, that's not what I want. I want real listeners. Because guess what? If my stream is not, if you're not looking at my page and I got 3.4K bots,
Yeah.
it ain't number 12 likes, guess what? The majority of my bots.
Yeah, with them.
And people got to understand that.
Right.
But nobody look at that. You can't see the symmetry in it. There's so many people that have so many bots out there in different countries and everything, where they can build 10,000 bots, have 10,000 different emails, and in one click, all of them can like you or whatever, and then you pay them $50. I'm telling you, it's already out there. I'm giving away the secret, people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, really?
And I don't want that. I want real listeners, because the thing is, those bots not listening to anything here. They can't, them 10,000 bots that they done built, they're just sitting there. They're not liking your page.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything. They're just there following you. So my self-love is telling secrets like that. I'm sorry, but I'm not being shady at all.
You're not.
But shout out to all those bot owners. You rock. Get paid for that hustle. But my self-love is getting massages, and also getting listening to music daily, also reading my Bible, praying, meditating. I'm actually, for the new year, going to be practicing a lot of yoga and Pilates, doing a lot of meditation just to align myself. I'm doing going back to acupuncture and things like that, and doing a whole holistic approach, and just being forever present inside of me.
Yeah.
And going towards my destination with God. That's it.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Because the thing is, no matter what I see you with a smile on your face.
I try to.
And you're a very beautiful Black queen. And people just need to recognize,
thank
this girl is on fire. But guess what? She's not on fire to be dating folks. She's on fire for her purpose and her driven things she has in life. And guys, being African American male, I want you to know there are beautiful women out here, and there are women out here that want a good guy, but they don't want you to look at their body. Why don't you look at what their destination is, what their purpose is? Because a body is just what it is. It's a body. So I want us to start, as Black males, start respecting our African American women and our African American women in general, no matter what your perception about them. But everybody is not going to excite you with their half-dressed self all the time.
I know.
I would rather have a woman fully clothed and in her right man than a woman that's half naked and have to show me half of her belly button out front. That's respect for her body. Some women just don't have respect for their natural themselves. And I'm not going to call out any names. And if you have to do that, just know that I want you to go see a therapist.
Oh my God.
I want you to go see a therapist because something happened traumatic in your life.
Really?
Something happened.
Dress like that?
Huh?
For them to dress like that?
Yes, something traumatic happened.
Really?
Something went wrong.
Something went wrong.
Because the thing is...
No, but honestly, I do know someone who She does do that. She likes to show her body.
Yes.
And I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I'm not asking or saying they're seeking attention, but something happened.
No,
And not in my opinion, but because I'm a therapist, psychologically something happened. Or you're mimicking or mirroring somebody other image. So you still need to seek therapy on defining out who you are. So you can make sure you can dress appropriate to who you are.
Yeah, I might have to agree with you on that. You're so funny.
So I'm just gonna, that's another secret I'm giving out loud.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. You don't have to show a lot of stuff to be you.
No, that's why I be telling people. I try to cover up. I try, man. Some people try to get me. But
They tried to do what?
I try to cover up because my mom has taught me to show less. Not to show less, but to, show less. Not to be revealing so much.
Yes.
It's not good as people will see you and they will see you as that kind of person.
Right.
And you don't want your friends or people, if you're out, to say, oh, who's this kind of lady? You know? Yeah. It's good to cover up.
Right. Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest too as well. My men, you can cover up too as well.
What? What men show themselves?
It's a lot of them.
Really?
Yeah, it's a lot of them. If you go on Instagram, and I understand if you're a fitness trainer and all that, and you're doing that for your fitness, but men, you can cover up too as well. Like a fitness trainer, that's something totally different. You're showing your physique for different things.
For your business.
Yeah, for your business. But some of the men, they, whether you're whatever, straight, gay, bi, whatever, just cover up. If you sought out for attention for that, please know that you need therapy too as well. It's very prevalent that it's out there. It's really out there.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's okay. I'm just trying to say that's not self-love. You're looking for attention. Whatever you may be looking for. So I don't know what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for attention. I don't know. But figure out what you're looking for before you present yourself in that way. I bet you won't go looking like that on a job interview.
I know that's right.
Yeah. So come to the world as if you were doing a job interview.
I know, right? Or if, well, for me, if God is here right now, how would I dress? You know?
I know I'll be suited and booted.
So crazy.
I will be suited and booted. But I'm just saying, sometimes we need to learn how to have self-love for ourselves, and that goes in dressing too as well. Self-love all the way where it presents actuality. And it depends on your work profession and things like too as well. But the thing is, at the end of the day, understand that we're all here to survive, be peculiar, but understand that I don't want it to draw negative attention. Because then again, it provides drama in your life. And then if you have a lot of drama in your life already, and that negative attention draws more drama, that's drama squared. And you're not going to produce anything but what you show off.
I know.
And I'm just going to wink on that because you know what that means. If you show it, somebody gonna want it.
Oh my God, you're so funny. Okay, that was it for me. That's all. That's all I had. I had anything else.
So, how do you feel about self-compassion?
Self-compassion?
Yes.
I mean, you need to be compassionate to other people.
Yes, yes.
And, like for me, there was this lady, she just came up to me at work, and she was saying that she needed a place. And so I knew someone who had a place. So I was like, okay, let me help her find a place. So I was compassionate because I knew that looking for a place is hard, and
Right.
she didn't want to be on the street. So I was, trying to help her in finding a place. So I felt I had self-compassion for her to help her, because sometimes you need to be like that in order to help other people.
Right. And I get what you're saying, because the thing is, some people, and I can attest to this, that some people don't have self-compassion, being that it's always give me.
Yeah.
And versus, and I like how you explain that, because some people come to you needing, not wanting, needing things. And that was a need of hers. And you took out the time, which cost you what, nothing?
Yeah.
But some people don't do that, and they just want you to hear them and tell them what to do. So I think what we need to drive is, how can people give back that self-compassion?
Yeah. But not a lot of people do that, though.
No.
They think that going out of their way or being compassionate towards other people is
right. So I want us to definitely end on a good note. So I think self-love, number one, is we talked about just owning up to not changing yourself.
Yeah.
And what does that look for you?
Yeah.
Increase your uniqueness, that you're not like everyone else.
Yeah.
Love your body. Love the body that you're in. Sometimes, elective surgeries are okay if you want to, do that, if you got some money for it. But everybody's not going to look like Meg Thee Stallion. Everybody's not going to look like Nicki Minaj. Everybody's not going to look like Beyonce. Everybody's not going to look like Tyson Beckford. Everybody's not going to look like Lizzo. Everybody's not going to look like Queen Latifah. Understand, your DNA is different from all of the persons that I said, unless they're your cousins or something. But your DNA is going to match that of your mother or your father, or somewhere in between. Mm-hmm. So guess what? I'm going to be honest with you. Look at your mother now, look at your father now. That's it. And ask them, what did you do? If they're thinner than you, or they're doing whatever, ask them what they did. So you become like that, because maybe you're feeding depression, or maybe you're feeding anxiety, or feeding some other type of thing. Maybe you don't know about a disease you got going on in your body. Go get tested. Go see a health professional, some type of practitioner, so you can get your blood work and things. Get that self-love. Go to the doctor if you've never been. Women, go get your yearly thing that you're supposed to get every year if you haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
Go get a mammogram, because breast cancer is rampant.
Yeah.
Do that. Men, please go get tested. Go get that prostate if you're over 40. Just go to the doctor and just get some blood work so you can figure out what's going on. That's it. On top of it, everybody that's listening right now, at least try out a therapist or a life coach. Figure out what's going on in your life, because somehow, if you have not changed, guess what? Something's going on in your life, and there was a traumatic experience. 99% of the people in this earth has gone through some traumatic experience. Figure that out, because that traumatic experience might be following you in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, whatever. So I'm just saying, at least try to go. The next one was being mindful. So we want to look at being mindful and making sure that people understand what being mindful is. Being mindful to me is being in the present. What's the now? You need to speak positive affirmations every day. She didn't say a half of a day. Every day. She didn't say once a week. She said every day. Practice makes perfect. But no, I like to say practice makes good, because nothing is perfect. And number one is love yourself more. What does that look like to you? You can't follow a king's regimen. Make your own regimen.
Yeah.
Write it on the wall. Trust me, I have poster boards, I have whiteboards, I have blackboards, I have things everywhere around my house. Because guess what? I need to bring my house into a love, emotional thing.
Yeah.
You got to be present in your house. If your house is cluttered, how can you find love in it? If you got junk just everywhere, how can you find love? Declutter. Bring love into your house.
Exactly.
You can't do it.
Yeah.
Look at my little fireplace that's on my TV. Trust me, I need to hear the crackling of fires. I need to hear that. Let y'all hear it. It's not warm, but guess what? It's providing me the crackling feel. I'm a hearing, I'm a visual type person.
Yeah.
I don't want to feel the fire, but just me hearing it gives me warmth. Maybe you're like me. I don't know. Find your niche, people. Find whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Not saying you have to be like me either. But guess what? Find out who you are. Go watch my season 1, which was defining yourself and practicing self-discipline.
Mm-hmm.
I practice self-discipline a whole lot. Sometimes you have to do that.
Yeah.
So, fits on me. How can we find you on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media handles that you have?
Okay, so Facebook is Fits on Me,
Fits on me.
FITSONME, and that's on Facebook and Instagram, and YouTube. Twitter is Fits on Me, which is FITONMEE. But everything else like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is all Fits on Me. Yeah. And then my blog is Fits on Me. You can find me on my blog.
And she also have a Facebook page too there. Go and follow her. She have a Gmail account and all that. Give her a ring up because the thing is she's a great blogger and things like that. So I enjoy reading her blogs and things. So I'm grateful for her taking the time out to come and talk to us today about self-love. And like I tell everybody, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell your spouse, heck, tell everyone. Understand that we will have another podcast at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's about cooking. We're going to have Chef Cheryl Peterson, which is the 40-year-old vegan on. Make sure you come back to the Facebook Live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Definitely Akinyi. We want to go into the new year bringing you back on Facebook Live and also our podcast so we can get more information from you and what you're doing. So we definitely want everybody to tune in on tomorrow. If you want to, we're going to do a mission statement and how to build a mission statement for the new year, because you cannot make a vision board without having a mission statement. That's just like building a business. Make yourself a business and actually build a vision statement and a mission statement so it can drive to you where your natural growth is. And as I'm leaving here, I am Judah Bernard, the Wisdom Dialogue and the Motivational Warrior. And as I said, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell your spouse, heck, tell everyone. We'll see you on the next podcast, and happy holidays.
Bye.
If you would like to tell your story on The Rise or have a possible interview with The Rise Creating Your Voice podcast, email thetrjudah@outlook.com, and on the subject line, please place potential interview, and an expert will get back in touch with you as soon as possible. Looking forward to those interviews and or telling your story.